Hey YouTube, it's Kari, your sidekick, and today we're playing Team Deathmatch on Detroit. So we got a little bit something different. Instead of kill confirm, playing some Team Deathmatch because I think I was struggling a little bit in the kill confirm lobby. So I was like, maybe all the noobs will be in the Team Deathmatch lobby because that's the top playlist and that's where most of the players are. And I think I was right. I'm pretty sure I found me some good noobs because I think I remember this being a pretty okay game, but all my games are, I don't know, a lot like this. So, hopefully you like the gameplay. But today what I want to talk about, it might be a little bit of a weird story, but I think it's an interesting story. But yeah, you guys might be like, I don't know if we just should have told us that, but you're the internet and I can tell you guys anything. But today what I'm going to talk about is losing my virginity, because in my last video I had talked about how I waited till I was 18, and so I don't know, I thought it'd be maybe like a little bit of an interesting topic to talk about. Now, for girls, it's probably a little bit more important than boys. I don't know, though. That's something I've kind of always wondered. So for the male viewers out there, maybe you guys can comment about, like, was the first time special, or do, like, guys even care if it's special? They just, like, want to, like, get it over with, because girls want, like, romance and flowers and sexy music and candles and a boy that they think they're gonna marry, and like just I don't know, like a girly movie romantic scene, and it to be all like passionate. But I don't know that happens ever, and it definitely didn't happen for me. And it was nothing like that. It probably should be like a big regret. I mean, fortunately I don't regret it, but I tried very hard to not regret it. So much to the point where it's like I should regret it, and that doesn't really make sense, but it does to me. So, I didn't have sex in high school, mostly because I didn't think that any boys were good enough for me, and I was afraid that if I had sex with my high school boyfriend, well, I was afraid of a couple things. One, my parents might find out, I'd get in trouble, I'd get pregnant, I don't know, a bunch of bad stuff can happen, and also, though, that if we broke up, that the emotional turmoil would be too hard for me to handle, that I would hate him, and I wouldn't even know how to make it through life, so I just didn't want to in high school. And then I kind of always thought, well, I'll probably just bang the first guy I see at college, because, like, you can't hang on to your virginity forever, you got hormones, it's gotta happen sometime. But I actually didn't have sex till I was, like, almost 19. I mean, I was 18, but I was pretty close to 19. And so I met this guy. He was 28, and I've always liked older guys. It could probably be its own commentary on its whole video. Like, yeah, I could probably do like a whole video on me liking older guys. But so he was 28, and we had a lot of similar interests. He's actually the guy that got me into video games, and he was into music. Pretty much the only two things that I'm into, and we were best friends. And I didn't even think he was good looking at all, but we were best friends, and like the more we hung out, I don't know, I guess I fell for his personality, which is a good thing because looks are important in a relationship. But man, when you can be in a relationship with somebody and not have to think that they're hot, but you think they're hot because of their personality, that's a good relationship. So, but it wasn't a good relationship, but that's a good relationship if you get my drift. So yeah, well, he wasn't a very nice guy. I mean, he was at first, but he had a girlfriend, and I didn't know about her at first. I did end up finding out, and I was kind of shocked, because I knew the two people, but I thought that they were brother and sister, because like that is how much they fight. And they had been together for like 10 years, so pretty much since he was like my age, like 18. And when you're with somebody for like 10 years, I mean, I've never been with somebody for 10 years, obviously being 23, because that would mean I've been in a relationship since I was 13. But when you're in a relationship for that long, you start to get complacent, and you start to just, I don't know, not like your significant other in the same way, which is why I think that a lot of like marriages don't work. But so they didn't really have a good relationship. So I kind of didn't feel bad that I liked him, because I was like, well, they're probably gonna break up. I told him that I liked him, and his exact words were something along the lines of, well, I don't know that I'll be with her forever, but I'm not looking to break up right now. So that kind of just like put a little light bulb off in my head, like, ooh, then I have a chance. Which, if you don't have any intentions of like becoming a girl's boyfriend and you have a... If you were in this, just don't do that, because that's just rude, and especially when you're 10 years older than the chick, because, you know, girls are stupid and naive and we don't know that, and that's hurtful. So, anyway, continuing with the story, I don't know, we were friends for like a year before anything ever happened, and then, like, I really liked this guy, and being a naive young girl, I kind of felt like, okay, well, if I sleep with a guy who's not my boyfriend, if we don't work out, which we won't because we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, then when things don't work out, it won't hurt as bad. Like, that was literally my thinking, because, like, my first time was important to me. I did want it to be, important. I knew that, you know, it would matter and that emotions would be involved, but for some reason I felt like if it wasn't with a boyfriend, when things don't work out, it'll be better. And, no. In fact, it backfired, because it just made me want to be his girlfriend. But if you're a girl and you like a guy who has a girlfriend, or even if he's single, just actually, if you like a guy, don't sleep with him to try to get him to become your boyfriend, because it doesn't work, apparently. Like, he's gonna be like, yeah, why would I make you my girlfriend when we're already doing it? Like, I already have the fun part, so I don't need to make you my girlfriend. So there's a little advice for the maybe like couple girl viewers that I have. It'll help you out. Just remember that tip. But so yeah, things eventually didn't work out. Like 2 years later, I pretty much figured out after like 2 years of being used that I was always just gonna be a little bit of fun on the side, and I was never gonna become the girlfriend. And by this time, I didn't like him anymore, because he had become quite the dick, and he was abusive. And you know, you would think that this would change my opinion on like older men, but yet I still like older men. But older men don't always seem to be the best news for me, but yet I make the same mistakes again. But I hope you guys don't think I'm like a homewrecker, because I'm definitely not trying to be. And man, it sucks falling for someone that, you know, it is like in a relationship, and that's another topic that I'm going to talk about eventually one day, because I could talk about that for like a while too. Like, but so I don't know, that was that, and I got really, really hurt in the end. It was the absolute worst breakup I've ever had, which feels weird, because I never was his girlfriend, and I felt like I shouldn't have had any feelings for this guy, and I tried so hard to like not have feelings, but I had feelings, and I don't know, it's weird. So I don't know if men can get like attached like that the way like women can, but I got super attached to this guy, and I don't know, I kind of wish I could go back and change it, because I wish I would never gotten so attached to this guy. But I don't know, I really thought I'd regret it more than I do. I don't know, there is some good that came out of it. The only really good I see that came out of it was that it helped the next relationship, which was a really good relationship that lasted for a long time. And I think if that boyfriend, who was an actual boyfriend, had been my first, you know, maybe things would have lasted, because it would have made things more awkward. So at least one good thing came out of the relationship. So hope you guys don't like me a lot less now. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you later.